Women in Maritime, Leading Transformation and Sustainability. My name is Nirmala Sheikh and I'm happy to be your host for this part of the program. Ladies and gentlemen, before I begin, I would like to invite everyone to give a big round of applause for taking time and for being here today on a Sunday, taking time out from your relaxing weekend to reflect your genuine interest and support for this initiative. I just would like everyone to give a big round of applause to yourself. So we begin by thanking the Maritime Union of India, but prior to that, I would like to call Ms. Sonali Banerjee, the Principal Surveyor of Indian Register of Shipping. Ms. Sonali, yeah.
Thank you so much. I am Sonali Banerjee, your host for today as the committee member of NMDC International Day of Women in Maritime Committee, and currently I am a Principal Surveyor to the Indian Register of Shipping. Namaskar Devi aur Sajjano. I would like to extend a warm welcome to the NMDC's third celebrations of the International Day for Women in Maritime 2025 under the aegis of Director General of Shipping, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, in coordination with Maritz Media Private Limited, celebrating this significant occasion. The theme adopted for this year's celebration of International Day for Women in Maritime 2025 by the IMO is an ocean of opportunities for women. I would now like to request and invite our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Sarvanand Sonowal Ji, Union Cabinet Minister, Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways, to please proceed on the dais. I would also like to invite our additional DG Sir, Mr. Sushil Khopre, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, former CMD SCI, and Dr. Raut, NMD Secretary, NMDC Committee. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion. Every year, the NMDC committee felicitates women achievers in the maritime sector to express appreciation and congratulations for their achievements and accomplishments. It acknowledges and honors individuals for their outstanding contribution, reinforcing positive behavior and motivating further excellence. Felicitations also foster a positive and supportive environment by celebrating success and promoting collaboration. I would now like to invite Ms. Rehana to take this further ahead.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. Before we move ahead with our next segment of the event, I would like to begin with a quote that echoes the very spirit of the celebration. She wasn't born to shrink for the world. She was made to rise, to fight, and to thrive until the world made room for her fire. Today marks IMO's 5th anniversary of the International Day for Women in Maritime, and this year's theme is an ocean of opportunities for women. Speaks not just the future, but the truth that has long existed, though often unspoken. While we often say that the women are now stepping into the leadership roles in traditionally male-dominated sector, I would argue that the women have always been a very fulcrum of the maritime industry. Historically, ships have always been referred to as she, a tradition that reflects only administration but a deep, almost sacred acknowledgement of feminine strength, grace, and resilience. Beyond symbolism, women have contributed significantly to our maritime history, from the support system to our seafarers, lighthouse keepers, female shipbuilders during the wartime, to port workers, marine scientists, and navigators in various indigenous cultures. Women have always held the vital roles in keeping the maritime world afloat, often working behind the scenes or breaking the barriers before we gave their stories a spotlight. Today, those stories are being told, and not just the exception, but as example. as we celebrate women commanding the ships, leading the port authorities, steering the maritime policy, or pioneering the green initiatives. We are not beginning a new chapter, we are continuing the legacy. A legacy that reminds us that the maritime world has always needed the balance, the strength, and the vision that women brings. So as we say, an ocean of opportunities, it's not only about the opening doors, it's also about recognizing the anchor women always have been to this vast global industry. As rightly quoted by the Secretary General of IMO, Mr. Arizo Dominguez, with highlighting the theme of this year, he quotes, "Our theme this year recognizes the vast potential of inclusion, innovation, and equality across the many different areas of the work in the maritime world, from deck to boardroom, from ocean scientist to marine administrator." This theme echoes the IMO's unwavering commitment to fostering the inclusion maritime ecosystem, one where women are not just the participants but the pioneers, innovators, and the decision makers across all the sectors of the industry. Since the launch of the IMO's Gender and Capacity Building Program in 1998, IMO has been the forefront in integrating a gender perspective into maritime policy operations. Its efforts have been deeply aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals of the gender equality. Initiatives like capacity building program, policy frameworks, and strategic partnership. This year on 16th May 2025, IMO hosted a special symposium in its headquarters in London, celebrating a theme, an ocean of opportunities for women. In continuation of its progressive stride, IMO Gender Equality Award, established in the year 2023, every year recognize an outstanding individuals who have been driven a real change in advancing the gender parity in the maritime sector. With this vision firmly in mind, let us turn to a special message from IMO Secretary General Arizino Dominguez, who was set the tone for the global celebration. May I request to please the
As we mark the International Day for Women in Maritime 2025, we celebrate the contributions of women who are shaping the future of maritime. Our theme this year is an ocean of opportunities for women, recognizing the vast potential for inclusion, innovation, and equality across the many different areas of work in the maritime world, from deck to boardroom, from ocean scientist to maritime administrator. Education, mentorship, policy, and culture will bring down the barriers that have hindered progress. It is time to build the momentum for change. Let's take today to dive into gender equality. Join me and tag someone who is making waves in the maritime world and opening up opportunities for all. Share how you support gender equality and diversity at sea.
We'd like to share the glimpse of the last year's celebration of the International Maritime Day for Women, organized by Director General of Shipping and NMDC Committee. Let us now turn our attention to honoring women who have charted their own powerful course in maritime domain. Women who have not only navigated the turbulent waters but have steered the change in broken new grounds. It's my honor to introduce you to such remarkable women who have been whose dedication and leadership continue to shape the maritime landscapes in India. Mrs. Amarjeet Tiwari, a distinguished psychologist and a pioneer figure in India's maritime education sector. She serves as a chairperson and Applied Research International ARI in New Delhi, known for her contribution in maritime training and stimulation technology. I would request and invite Mrs. Amarjeet on the stage, please.
I've been requested by Mrs. Tiwari because she's not well to receive the award on her behalf. She's also asked me to speak a few words, which if you want to permit, I'll take the opportunity to speak now. It's an honor to receive this felicitation by me. I'm talking for Mrs. Amarjeet Tiwari. Today the tide is changing. Women are navigating, leading and transferring the core of this industry. The ocean of opportunities has been shaped by those who dare to challenge. Over the years, I have seen lakhs of seafarers undergo psychometric profiling from young aspirants to the highest ranks of leadership. Each evaluation affirms the truth that talent knows no gender and leadership knows no boundaries. It is this understanding that will propel more women into the forefront of maritime innovation. But opportunity must be met with action. We must ensure equal access to education, mentorship and leadership roles. I want to recognize the incredible women who are making waves, not just in the boardrooms, but also the decks, in communities, in mentoring and in fostering the generation of maritime leaders, including seminars like what happened today. Let us continue breaking barriers and steering the industry forward towards greater inclusivity. The ocean does not discriminate, it welcomes all those ready to embark on the journey, and so should we. I deeply regret my ability not to come, but my good wishes are with all of you in the seminar today. Thank you.
I now request the guests on the dais to kindly present the momentum. Now I would like to invite Ms. Kalpana Desai on the stage, please. She is a tribalizing leader trustee of Bombay Port Trust. Mrs. Kalpana Desai attached her name in the history from 1982, a first woman Labour trustee in the 150 year of the Bombay Port Trust. Her leadership spans from the national and global platform, serving with the distinction of International Transportation of Workers Federation ITF since 1995. I would now welcome next honors for the extraordinary sail in the high seas. These are the seafarers which would be better to be introduced by the ex-mariner herself.
Thank you, Rehana. Next, I would like to call on stage Ms. Rupali Raj Joshi. She is Chief Engineer Rupali Raj Joshi. She is one of the pioneer women seafarers in the maritime industry. She currently holds the status of being the only woman Chief Engineer in India with the longest tenure of 8 contracts as Chief Engineer, that too on Indian flag vessels. No mean feat. From 21 to 24, she held the position of Head of Marine Engineering Department at New Mangalore Port, again the only woman to hold this position in any port sector. She actively contributes to activities such as Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat, marine safety protocols, trainings and mentoring programs. Mr. Pali, one word.
Thank you everyone. I will not take much of a time, but I would like to thank each one of who has supported me till the journey, though it may be the colleague, senior or junior. The constant support of Sonali Madam is always there, as I was very much comfortable in my previous role in a court, but she dragged me from there to achieve high goals. Thank you.
Thank you, Rupali. Next, I would like to call on stage Chief Engineer Ms. Archana Saxena Sangal. A marine engineer by profession, she has served as Chief Engineer on board vessels with Tolani Shipping. Transitioning ashore, she took on the role of Technical Superintendent at both Crowley Accord Marine Management Private Limited and Tolani Shipping. In 2020, she founded Marine Arc Online Coaching Academy. She is also an executive committee member of the IIM Navi Mumbai chapter and member of IWSF.
Good afternoon everyone. I am deeply honored to receive this recognition. Thank you NMDC for considering me for this great honor. A heartfelt thank to Sonali ma'am for believing me and proposing my name. It has been a very long journey. I started as a cadet, Indian cadet in 2002, and from there to sailing as chief engineer and working ashore as superintendent, and then starting my own company. It's a long journey, but one thing I wanted to tell you that this seafaring actually taught me a discipline and the importance of working with dignity along with my colleagues, male colleagues, and it also instilled me ability to work under pressure, to take risks, to build teams, to be a leader, right? It actually gave me the life lessons which I implement now in my entrepreneurship, and I feel a great sense of duty to contribute more and more towards the welfare and growth of my maritime fraternity. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call upon stage Captain Deepti Singh. She took promotion of Chief Officer on bulk carrier, being a tanker hand first time. Received award from DG Shipping Lady Officer, obtaining highest marks in second week COC examination. First lady who achieved a rank of master in the Great Eastern Institute of Maritime Studies. We all love her, Mrs. Bharti Bhandarkar. Mrs. Bhandarkar has been a pioneering force in the maritime industry, aligning her vision with global initiatives to elevate the role of women in maritime. As an editor-in-chief of Bhandarkar Shipping News and co-director of Bhandarkar Publication, she has used the power of maritime media not just to inform, but to connect and consistently champion unity across shipping and its allied sector. A loud round of applause, please. She has really worked hard to connect the whole of the maritime industry. We adore and love her. She has always worked behind the scenes for the NMDC committee also. Many thanks, ma'am, for supporting the committee. Next, I would like to call on stage Mrs. Sumita Banerjee. She has been an MBA from Mumbai University. Mrs. Sumita kick-started her career at Shipping Corporation of India in May 1990, where she spent 12 years pioneering initiatives like IND-FEX, India's first direct container service between India and China. She then successfully led her own feeder operations in Sri Lanka for a decade. With 35 years of shipping and logistic expertise, Sunita now drives strategic marketing and transformation initiatives as part of the All Cargo Group's leadership team. Next, we would like to call on stage Mrs. Bhanupriya. Ms. Bhanupriya is a naval architect from Andhra University College of Engineering with over 20 years of experience in designing large commercial ships, passenger vessels and naval platforms. She has worked with prominent design and research organizations such as NSDRC, Goddard Maritime Limited. Currently, she is leading Business Development Department and Naval Architecture and Hull Section of Design Department of Hindustan Shipyard Limited. Please give her a loud round of applause. One of the very rare roles that a woman has held in the maritime sector. Next, I would like to call upon stage Mrs. Yen Pinto. She began her journey in crewing since 1977 with IMS Ship Management headed by Captain S.C. Sood. Over 10,000 Indian seafarers in the last 3 generations have been successfully placed globally on board national and foreign flagships. Her priority has been to build long, fruitful relationship with the seafarers and the principals. Next, I would like to call on stage Mrs. Poonam Nagpal, the Deputy General Manager of MSC Crewing Services and Head of MSC Delhi Office. She was awarded by the then Delhi Chief Minister, late Mrs. Sheila Dikshit, for the top position in West Zone Schools in Class 12 in 99. She has a very close networking with seafarers, MMD and Maritime Organization and Fraternity. She has been part of delegation of women in maritime under MMD Delhi. Thank you so much, Ms. Poonam. With that, we conclude the session of the MMDC and we would like to thank all our esteemed guests for being here.